Hello, I'm Sir Adam, back at my desk, with another Godzilla video. But before I begin, I must pantomime you a childhood story, to set it all up. When I was but a wee lad, I was obsessed with Godzilla, but I had no Godzilla figure with which to make my own Godzilla battles of destroying cities and fighting monsters. Try as I might, scouring through the depths of eBay, I could not find a figure that I liked. They were all too small. Until one fateful Christmas morn, I was gifted none other than this guy. But you all know that. Well, you don't know the story, but you all know him. He was in the last video. He's the Trendmaster's 10-inch roaring Godzilla figure. He lights up. He looks cool. He roars. He's 10 inches tall. But yeah, I was given him on Christmas. But I had no other Godzilla monsters to fight. Just dinosaurs. That's boring. I needed one of Godzilla's enemies to fight. So again, I went back to eBay looking and looking and looking, but I couldn't find anything as big as this guy. I was just a stupid little guy. I didn't know what Trendmasters was. But next year, for my birthday, I had saved up my birthday money, went to Toys R Us, may it rest in peace, and bought this guy. The Bandai 12-inch Gigan Final Wars. And thus my Godzilla toy collection began. Many battles ensued with this amazing figure. So yeah, this is the second ever Godzilla figure I ever owned. And he was an awesome purchase, I would say. And he was one of 3 ginormous, awesome, detailed figures that Bandai made in... This one's from 2009, but the others are from 2007. So yeah, one of 3 figures, and I thought it would be a cool video to check them out. As I recently, this year, completed my collection of these 3. I like larger Godzilla figures, really anything interesting. I don't collect all Godzilla figures, just ones I find cool and ones that aren't $300. So yeah, we'll check out Gigan here first. I mean, just look at how awesome he is. Video over. There we go. He's awesome looking. But no, he's got this really cool pose, and it actually helped that he was in this pose, because then he's not towering over Godzilla, because if he was standing up straight, he'd be like this. And, you know, that wouldn't work. So because he's really hunched over like this, I was able to play with him successfully. But he's got this cool pose. I mean, look at all the details. You've got all the like wiring and mesh and cool stuff all over his body. All the shiny armor. One funny thing about my figure is he has this bubble. You can actually press it in. Because these figures are very squishy vinyl, you can push this bubble. I don't know if it's showing up. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just weird. But he's got this cool tail curled around here, his bright red rings. All right, sorry, I can't talk. Wings, his laser thing, his visor, his teeth, everything. He's very pokey. If he wasn't soft and squishy, he'd be a weapon of death. But where can he move? Well, he can't move that much. His legs can swivel, which, you know, doesn't really do much. But you can swivel his legs, move his arms, and also swivel his blades. And that's it. His neck is locked in place, as well as his tail. It's locked in place only because of this. If that wasn't there, you could move his tail, but I'm not going to try that. I don't want to break it. But yeah, that's Gigan. That's all you can do. He's pretty limited. However, his arch nemesis is not very limited. Ba-ba-ba-bom! Godzilla Final Wars, King of the Monsters. Not hunched over. You need lumbar support. I know. I love this figure. If I hadn't have gotten the Trendmasters figure, I probably would have ended up having this guy. Because he's so cool. He's so bumpy and detailed. And his face is awesome. If you know what Godzilla looks like in the Final Wars movie, he looks basically like a wolf. Or almost kind of cat-like. But this guy almost went for a Trendmasters approach of having his own unique face. He really doesn't look like the movie all that much. He looks like this figure, which is really cool. Gives the figure its own identity. I like that. As long as the figures don't look crappy, I like it when they look unique. They don't always have to be movie accurate. Just not, you know, bootleg-ish. But he has a lot more articulation. His arms can swivel. Legs can move up and down. Head moves all around, all that good stuff. But the coolest part is his tail moves at the base here and halfway. Really cool. So you can have him do all sorts of stuff with his tail. But I just love the charcoal gray look of him, and his spines like that are cool. His chest has a different texture than the rest of his body. His really like the paint on his claws is really cool. How it's kind of worn yellow into a gray. It's just cool. He's a really cool figure. And I like the tail. So that's Godzilla. Definitely taking on Gigan here. Gigan's depressed, so Godzilla's probably going to pity him. Like, hey man, come on, you want to go get some Bigby? Okay, I'm buying. There we go. So yeah, there's Gigan, there's Godzilla. And the last figure, probably my favorite, boom. He's so tall, can't even fit all the way in the camera. Kiryu. Now, you know, there was no Mechagodzilla in Godzilla Final Wars, unfortunately. That would have been really awesome, though. But this is Kiryu, as close as you can get to Final Wars. And he's actually, I think, 13.5 inches tall. He's 12 inches, so he's entire head taller than Godzilla. He's definitely working out and has the best posture possible. Godzilla is the working man who doesn't have time to go to the gym, whereas Kiryu works 3 days a week, and the other 4 days he goes to the gym. But this guy's awesome. You've got the little details here on his face are really cool. Yeah, his horn here is bent, but he's just so cool. The shiny silverish black on his legs, the wiring and everything. His big one giant dorsal plate here, his tail. He's just so cool. But unfortunately, he barely moves at all. You can move his arms up and down, move his head a little bit because of these things, and his tail, maybe mine's just stiff, but you can move his tail in one spot. But then, can't move his legs. Nope, can't do it. Kiryu did too much on leg day, and now he is sore. He needs a salt bath. So yeah, he can't move his legs at all. So really, he's more of a statue almost. You can move his arms, move his head a little bit. So kind of just pose him. That's it. He's just over here looking cool. So yeah, I do upper body and I know it. I like how shiny he is though. But yeah, those are the 3 Bandai 12-inch figures. They never made any others like this, which is sad. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little video. I know I did making it. And I'll try to think of some other low-effort Godzilla videos I can make. Just kidding. But yeah, leave a like, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.